And I believe we are live now. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. How's everyone today? Gonna wait for some chat replies. So, what we are going to be doing today, we are going to make intros and outros for Scratchers. Per their bequest or per my bequest, because I feel like doing something. So I know I promised bluestem to make an outro, I believe. I can't remember which. I'm pretty sure it was an outro. I'll have to look into it. But while I'm doing all this kind of stuff, I'm probably gonna also gonna give like tips on how to make good intros and outros. It says I'm unable to connect to chat, so maybe I have to reload the stream thing. Hopefully it doesn't stop it, because that would be very, very bad. Okay. Now I can see the chat. Alright, cool. Yeah, I can see the chat now. You know what? I'm going to make you a moderator. I'm gonna make you a moderator. Because I like you two for some irrational reason. Okay, so outro for bluestem. Stream. Hopefully when people start seeing these projects, they'll be slowly attracted to the stream, although I don't think they'll know where to go, because Janklin does not sound anything like Arcanus HD. But I digress. So, we are going to make an outro for bluestem. One thing to keep in mind when you make an outro is that you make it entirely in one sprite. That way you can put it into your backpack and put it back into your project with relative ease, and it basically increases workflow very well. Yes, you are a mod of... You are very much a mod. Geolaboman. Geolaboman. Oh, I'll get to pronouncing these things eventually. You know what? I can actually open the stream up on my phone, and that'd be much easier. Yoop. And I'm going to open up stream. Okay. If you can hear music in the background, those are not stream beats. That is my sister playing piano. Why? Because she needs to practice piano. Anyways, now I can read chat through my phone, and everything is honky-dory. So, outro for bluestem. First of all, I gotta open up a new tab with bluestem. I'm on my alt, by the way, because I don't want to make these things on my main. Wow, you've been up to stuff. Anyways, really, I just need the color scheme. So basically, another thing you want to do with like intros and outros, you want to make sure that you have theming correctly, and that includes like color, graphics, animation style, etc. Given bluestem's theme, I have to watch a few of her projects to make sure I know what I'm dealing with. So, I mean, unfortunately, she makes mostly map parts, which makes it hard to really stuff an outro in. But we're still gonna do it because she needs the motivation to make actual projects. So I'm gonna find one animation of hers that isn't a map project. Oh my gosh. Map. StratchCon. Map. Q&A. Map. Parallax. Map. Parallax. Okay, this looks like a regular project. Yep. It's a contest entry, that works. Hey, Janklin, can I be a moderator? No, I think given the amount of people... Oh, dear. Very nice turn. Oh, I see the fine text. Oh dear. There's so much fine text. Okay, so I mean the black screen with the text sometimes works as an outro, but we can do better than that. That's for sure. So based on her animation style, it's based on bluestem's like voice acting, animation style, theming. I feel like I can go for a more calmer outro, not as like how Boy McBoy has this like, or Boy McBoy's old outro has this like hype build up and then just like crazy effects and stuff. I think that works if you're making like fast, funny animations, stuff like that. Why isn't Useless a mod? Oh yeah, I should make you a mod, shouldn't I? Danklin, oh yeah. Add moderator. That's all the mods I'll do for now. I don't know how I'm selecting mods, but I just am. Anyways, so, as I was saying, I'm looking at theming, I'm looking at color palette, I'm looking at all the technicals, like sound design, voice acting, etc. McBoy, Mick. And basically, I'm just going to condense that personality that gives off into an outro. Based off of bluestem's current style, I think I can go for a more relaxed style of outro. Maybe with like a more chill song. So now that you've judged what you want to make for an outro, I think we can start building the background. Don't forget to center your sprites, y'all. That is a very important thing you should do. I meant to delete you. Okay. By the way, I'm trying my best to give interesting commentary. If I'm not, I'm sorry. Okay, time to bust out the drawing pad. I'm thinking, since bluestem is bluestem, we can have like some sort of... No, I feel like hand-drawn might be a bit choppy, so I think I'm gonna use vector shape retooling and stuff. That's another thing you want with your outro. You want to make sure your look is aesthetically pleasing. In most cases, you would want to use reshaping and vector graphics, but for my outro, I decided to make like an actual like clip art background thing. So that was the style I was going for, but yeah, everyone's got their own styles. I'll show you my outro in a bit, just for examples. So what I'm doing here is, she's bluestem, so I gotta make a adequate backdrop. So this is just gonna be like layer 1 of a grassy kind of background. You can only make an outro so interesting, lol. Yeah. Scratch Civ? Oh dear. We're already getting the Scratch Civ stream snipe thing. I don't know. I wonder if someone on the Scratch Civ server is directing everyone over to the stream. That'd be nice, actually. Give me some more viewers and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. So, also, by the way, as far as my stream schedule goes, I think I'm going to do a stream every Thursday at 8 o'clock. It'll probably last 1 or 2 hours, depending on what I do, because I am very busy in real life. I've got a job, doing my Eagle project for Boy Scouts. I'm doing college searches. I'm moderating Scratch Civ. I've got some other personal projects I have to attend to. So that's just letting you all know that I'm a bit busy. I'm very thankful for any and all free time that I have in my schedule. And so I can be with you guys, and do some streaming and cool stuff. Reading chat, I'm here now, I wish I was mod, join Scratch Civ, oh yeah, oh dear. Yeah, the Scratch Civ server has definitely found my stream. Ain't that funny. Okay. So we're just finishing up this background here. Well, not finishing up, actually. We're only getting the foreground so far. Okay, foreground. Now it's a good idea to make this a little bit bigger just in case you want to mess around with size shenanigans in your outro. Oh, right. Make sure you're lined up to that. Grass. I will use this color, but closer to this color. No, that's not what I meant to do. I think I'll give a second layer to the grass. And I'm lazy. I'm too lazy to design new grass, so I'm just gonna make you that. You're mid-ground, so I want you to be there. I'll make a copy of you, flip you, send you back. Same deal. Okay. Sorry, I'm the worst scratcher. No, you're not. I've seen worse people. Not to say that you're bad at all. Everyone's good in their own ways, in their own respect. And honestly, downplaying yourself isn't gonna do you any favors. You need to learn what you're good at. You need to learn what you're good at and focus on those things to help you, thrive and stuff. I am reading the comments. I think after yeah, I am reading comments, rest assured. I have a phone open. So, we got bluestem's grass background done. I'm thinking maybe adding some bubbles would also help. Just to add to that little effect. So I'm just gonna add bubbles everywhere, because bubbles are the greatest. Wouldn't you all agree? Ungroup. I gotta move some stuff up first, because I want my bubbles to go through the grass as well. Don't quote me, by the way. Oh, no, feel free to quote me, absolutely. I was joking. I should tell everyone in the Scratch server to join the stream. You probably should. Oh dear. Barry, AK loves bubbles! By the way, I sent you the SMM lines. It appears that you've seen them, and you thoroughly enjoyed them. Speaking of SMM, I feel like I'm getting way too much credit for being the murderer. I mean, I took a look at the script, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm the murderer, but people can believe what they want, honestly. I could be the murderer, but based on Berry Cake's polls, it looks like the murderer is one in the original cast. Yes, they are amazing. I love the 2 extras out of the house. You're welcome. You're very welcome. I hope you loved, which extra was it? Extra number 3? I can't remember. I don't want to play it right now, because that's confidential information. By the way, in Scratch Murder Mystery, when they said you had to lock you out, did that mean you... Oh, that's for Barry. Okay. AK's totally the murderer. He's the old man living in the attic. Oh, yes, I'm an old geezer now. That reminds me, speaking of voice acting, I need a voice act for... something for Diablo, but I'll get to that. Anyways, background done. I'm thinking maybe make this... backdrop section a gradient. Oh dear, not that color, though. Make that a gradient. Darker top. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so back. And now we get to the meat of the outro, which is, all the objects and content being shown. So one thing you want to note with outros, what are you focusing on in your outro? Are you focusing on your OC? Because if you're focusing on your OC, that just promotes, account culture, basically recognizability. In my case, I have like 11 OC, so I really don't need to focus on one of them. Even though Jay is my main OC, like back in the day, oftentimes I would use Kev as like my right hand man. Sometimes Ty appears in my animations. Rex and Saiga are almost exclusively meta characters, as well as Myrtle. Yeah, just if you have multiple OCs, choose your OC wisely. But I think it is pretty safe to say that we can use bluestem's OC for her outro, because it is her only source of recognizability, other than the insignia she has, actually. In fact, if I search up bluestem, you'll notice, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but you'll notice that on some of her thumbnails, she has this little insignia here. You see? If it'll load. Jay's the person I'm talking to. No, you're talking to AK. J and AK sound very much alike, but you're talking to AK. Sorry to disappoint. You should use Rex more. Well, Rex is dead. I'm very sorry. Or is he? Anyway, so you can see like bluestem uses this insignia, which is very good at promoting account culture because then you have a more simple symbol that people can recognize that they can associate with your account. In my case, actually, I use this insignia, so it's very similar to the Dude Perfect logo, except it's not. It's very simple to make. You take a rectangle, fold in one of the corners, duplicate, flip horizontal, boom. That's my insignia. As for symbolism, this is J, standing for the first letter of my first name. I won't tell you my first name or my last name. And then this is just the flip. Because graphics and aesthetics. Okay, reading chat. Potato virus guesses murdered 100%. I feel like the murderer is Phantom. Also, AK, you gotta teach me how to use cool colors. The Lamau, I cannot match cool colors. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh wait, did Potato? Oh my gosh, Potato invaded the stream! Bluestem was the one who told me about Scratch. Oh, sick. Okay, so is it Janklin? Janklin is not my name. However, Jank is basically my alias in real life, as well as for my some of my online personas. I use the name Jank instead of my real first name. Like, people call me by my real first name, people call me Jank. People have started to stop using Jank for whatever reason, because even though I think it's a cooler name than what I'm actually named, but you can't change what's already there. So I guess I have to work with what I've got. Anyways, bluestem. How do I get her OC? This is one thing that bothers me a bit, is getting people's OC from their projects. This is why I like projects where people have their OCs in their thing. I guess that I could use the OC transformation thing, but I guess I will... Oh, wait. Oh, well, I guess I'll use this. Alright. You know what? I'll just drag the entire thing in here, and then I'll just crop out the bits I need. Scratch Pro Hack. You don't have to refresh the page to access your backpack. In fact, the cloud is a very wondrous thing. Okay. So, select everything but her OC. Alright, that's it. You can tell if you've gotten rid of all of the invisible bits if this thing is centered, and mostly... Okay. Janky Jank V2, Bluestem said, help AK, so join Scratch Civ. Oh dear. You honestly, guys, you don't have to give the clout anymore. We're pretty big already. Anyways, I gotta give her a pose. Oh. Do I have to make a video on designing OCs? Because that was some weird shenanigans. Okay, I'll group that so I don't have to deal with that again. Shoulder clipping. Yeah. Fix your shoulders. Okay, group you, send you back. I feel like Bluestem. I have to take a look at her animation style again just to see how she bends her limbs, if at all. Does Bluestem bend her limbs? Yes, she does, and she bends them like that. Alright. Okay. Kablam, kablam. I will re-chat in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Focus on the stream. Alright, guys, no talking about SMM. I don't know, but this person is most obvious is the least likely. So... join Scratch Civ. Well, there's no way Phantom is the murderer. Is it Jared? No, I can't tell you my real name. Just, if you keep listing J names, I will just refuse to say it is the correct name. I say STEM, no, JK, cringe, focusing, SMM does not mean Scratch Murder Mystery, means Super Mario Maker. Okay. I cannot tell you my real name, y'all. That would mean sacrificing my digital footprint. Even though I've sacrificed a lot of it already, because you know I'm a Boston boy who lives close to, but not really at Boston, but close enough. Okay, that needs to be bended further up. Bam. Alright. And I'm thinking that looks a bit low for the body, so I'm just going to move this up. I don't know about that arm bend. Whatever, I'll deal with it. If bluestem wants to change it, she can change it. I'm just kidding. I'm thinking what other pose should she do? Maybe angle the body like that. If so, gravity's gonna be heading that way, so look at that. Very detailed shoes, by the way, bluestem. That's one thing I really like about your OC. Not sure about the legs though, they seem a bit bendy. Maybe work on the spline curves for that in sometime in the future. Okay. I feel like your shoes could also be bigger, given your cartoonish thing. Oh dear. Okay. Talking with IRL friends. Janklin's name is Jaden. Maybe. Jennifer? Maybe. Okay, my friend's just flexing on me with all his new emojis that he bought in the Steam summer sale with his swag Steam points. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'll position bluestem's OC like this, and I'm thinking given the background, she needs a bit of glow so that she can stand out from the background. High streaming. Gosh darn it, Barry! Okay, circle. You doop-a-doop-up. Doop-bop. Alright, cool. So now she has a halo glow behind her that will help accent her in comparison with the rest of the background. I'll actually decrease that size because that was a bit big and it was going to probably detract from the background. Okay, so now that we have bluestem, now we need other assets to help convey the message of, oh, hey, follow me, give me clout, or hey, spread the word of this project, or please love and favorite this project so that this can get more attention and traction so people can look at how great of an animator I am so that I can get enough follows so I can put it on my college EC and make it seem like I'm a really cool person. Me. I love melon waves. Janklin is Joe. Who's Joe? If Magdalene was on the stream, he would instantly reply. 17 viewers on the stream. That is pretty good. LMAO, hey, follow me, give me clout. The question is Barry Cake's real name Aliel? I mean, who's named Aliel? Anyways. I'm thinking it'd be nice to put the insignia somewhere in the outro. That way you can get some recognition for that. Joe Biden? Yeah, who is Barry? What? Anyways, so I think Love Star is kind of the staple of all outros, so I'm gonna put that there. Life hacks, here's how you make a heart. You take a circle, copy paste, make another circle. You make a square, and you set it about 1.5 lengths of the circle. And, you set it tangent to the circle here, and make it as big as the circle is. Alright, then you do this, and then you make sure that the edges of the square are tangent to the circles. Adjust as necessary, and boom, you got a pretty geometrically and aesthetically pleasing heart. Although I think I made the circles a bit too big. I'll have to work on that. In fact, actually no, make the circles the same diameter as this square, as one of the square's sides, and then you've got a heart. And it's pretty neat looking, I must say. Just adjust as necessary. He's probably watching this, my friend's probably watching the stream. He is watching the stream. Lol. Actually, be right back. Okay, I'm dealt with that. Oh my gosh, that freaking sans emoji is the best. Okay, heart. You take that, you group it so that you don't have to mess with the components. Okay. Typing intensifies, yep. Betty closes stream to argue with kids on Roblox. FBI, open up. Yes, welcome to Janklin's typing ASMR. LEL sent a sticker. Robin, nice. Okay, so as for the star, it's a bit harder because I don't have an actual formula for that. I know you can make a star conscribed within a pentagon, but that does not help with vector graphics. So the best I can do, squish this into a rectangle. And then try to approximate the center. Oh my gosh. My friends are totally obnoxious, but they're like the greatest. Okay. And then you move this like so, and then you move this like so, and then you have to inevitably adjust because everything in this star looks like a 7-year-old drew it. I wonder if bluestem's actually watching the stream. That'd be pretty neat. Yeah, make sure you make a regular pentagon with the inner points or splines, whatever you want to call them. And you also want to make sure that these edges are also straight. So if you were doing this on, like, say, a drafting table, engineering graphics kids, where are you at? Anyways, if you were to do this on like a drafting table, you would use like a straight edge to make sure those lines are straight. In fact, you wouldn't do this approach. You would probably, I don't know, you'd probably do something much more efficient. Anyways, this line is not straight and that line is not straight. I just need to get it close enough though. Okay, there you go. Once the details are smaller, it wouldn't really matter. An alternative to this is, you know, of course, grab a star image from the interwebs. But we have standards here, so I'll refrain from doing that. I'm trying to teach y'all how to make outros the good old-fashioned way. And probably fit like two or three outros in this stream. So anyways, heart star. Now, given the general aesthetic of this, I think I want these to not be red and yellow. Although it would make the most sense for them to be red and yellow. I think I want them to be to fit the color palette. So I'll make this like, let's say lavender, because bluestem has some purple components, and I'll make this, say, white. And I'll slightly angle them, just, you know, make them like that. Oh my gosh. And I'm getting DMs. Can you make me an outro next? Yeah, I can make Kenpo an outro next. Yeah, maybe next time I'll open this up for requests for the general public. But for now, I just want to milk off of the fame of famous scratchers, because that's what us people do. Us not-so-famous people do. JK, I'm probably famous in the eyes of multiple people. So anyways, we got 3 assets. Let's work with what we've got. So first thing, when you make an outro, you don't want to link it. If you're going to copy it over, you don't want to link it to when green flag clicked. Otherwise, it's going to turn into an intro. But that's besides the point. You want this to broadcast outro. Why? Because when you make yourself an animation or what have you, you are going to make an outro broadcasting block. and this saves and this cuts some corners and saves you some time. So you get this. What you do want to do is when flag click hide and go to x00. If you're gonna mess with direction stuff, you're gonna point in direction 90. If you're gonna mess with size stuff, you're gonna set size to 100. Oh dear. My friends are the best, y'all. Make sure that the costume is set correctly. Real quick. S2. So make sure the costume is set correctly when you set your size. Although, given the new Scratch update, it doesn't really matter because it... So the deal with the new Scratch vector editor update is that they gave you more leniency in terms of like size. So it used to be like if your sprite was bigger than the view panel, like bigger than this field of view, then the size script would automatically, if you set it to 100, it would automatically shrink the sprite down to a size that fits that view, that fits this workspace. However, now you get extra workspace, so now you have to reach this size, the sprite has to reach this size in order to be shrinked and compacted, which is very good because now you don't have to worry about, oh, is my sprite too big? Yeah, you get the point. Okay, reading comments. For clout, make me an outro. I can't even the random trends happening on Scratch. Who's ever heard of potato virus on Scratch? Can you please check it? Yeah, I checked it. Oh, hey, Zebra Layla, aka Merp. Glad to see you on the stream. Hey, Incredivations, aka SL16. Glad to see you. Relationship goals with that cool guy. Oh my gosh. AK is still underrated since Nevada AMV is absolute onion cutting material. Well, that's one way to put it, my friend. Anyways, outro. So now we get into the coding stuff. I haven't done all the effects, but I've got the bare minimum of the outros all set here. So when I receive outro. Now, the deal with outros is you want to work with clones, not sprites unless you have to. Clones are the way to go. So you want to get all your assets out, switch to back, create clone of myself, switch costume to asset 1, create clone of myself, switch costume to asset 2, create clone of myself. Now, this is important. When I start as a clone, you want to make sure that you don't have any other scripts here other than the outros, the baseline outro script. Otherwise, when your clones are created, and just in case like you get you broadcast something else that leads to another script here, your clones are gonna follow that broadcast. So basically how clones work is that not only do they clone the sprite itself, but they also clone all the code that's in the sprite. So you have to be careful if you have any like stray broadcasting receivers, because they will play those if that broadcast is played. Which is why whenever you're dealing with clones, like sometimes you're doing like you're changing a variable. And when you change that variable, sometimes you want it to go up by 1. But instead of going up by 1, it goes up by 2, and then by 4, and then by 8, and then etc., etc. That's because you've made a clone that's also increasing the variable. So, yeah, fun things about clones that you learn. Reading comments, I subbed to him because he was on Scratchcraft. Sprite Cranberry, I'll take my... Janklin equals AK. Most of the remixes for the Nevada AMV weren't that good, to be honest. Oh, whatever. Like, it's their remixes. What do you expect? I mean, I know a lot of remixes back in the day were pretty good. Like, the whole reason why I got famous, or on my road to fame back in the day, was to remix Turbo Kitten's projects, or like Famous Scratchers projects. Basically use the same plot, but totally different costumes and assets. A good example is this. Actually, if you go to my old account, jclin21, hold on, I'll type it in chat, jclin21. You can find a project called Social Media Issues, or something to that effect, and that was a remix of Elephantis' famous project, the Wi-Fi. And you can take a look at both projects and you can see the differences between both of them. Yeah. So anyways, I digress. When I start as a clone, so first we are going to deal with costume 1. If costume equals 1. Oh, by the way, all the assets should be shown when you create them. show if costume number equals 1. I tend to prefer costume number over costume name because costume names, quite frankly, take too long to type. And I am better at remembering numbers in terms of costumes. So if costume number equals 1, then just show, go to back layer. Because that's what you do as a background. We'll add special effects later. Yeah, we'll add special effects later. If costume equals 2... Actually, I'm going to get my... Oh, dear. I don't have my... I don't have any of my code here, so I'm going to grab that real quick. I'm going to grab my code. Have to grab it from somewhere. Well, I'll go here. And I'll find one of my old outros. Season 5 outro. I guess it's a good chance to look at the outro. Whoa, cool. Alright, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for smooth glide. Thank you. Actually, I can do without that front layer thing, but whatever. Leave. Script. Put J there. I'm actually gonna get rid of this. Get rid of this so I can put this back in. Okay. Smooth glide. You're going to not go to back layer. You're gonna go to front layer. You're going to, well, everyone starts off at 0, 0. I think you're gonna come in actually. So switch costume to asset 1, show X999. Okay, go here. And then you're gonna smooth glide to, let's say -60. A bit further. -90. Nope. -110. 120. That works. Smooth glide next, -120. By the way, you should use custom blocks for any of your more complex scripts that you want to condense down into one script. That way, not only does your code look smoother or cleaner, but it also greatly it makes workflow more efficient. I'm going to put you speed 5. How about that, actually? Save now. So now you, right, that's fine. Reading comments. Franklin, what does the HD mean at the end of Arcanus HD? Well, it's just HD. So back in the day, Trap HD actually existed. Why did I word it like that? Alright, so back in the day, there was a dude named Trap HD, and he was one of my inspirations on Scratch, aside from Turbo Kitten. So basically, the deal was, you know, like every pretentious 11-year-old, you wanted to copy the name of your, or, you know, be related in some way to the name of your inspiration. So naturally, I wanted to put HD at the end of my name, not only because it was original at the time, like nobody had a second part that was HD, everyone was like TV. Like, you know, Merp TV, Funny Animator, Jim TV. Dilly made a whole project about this, you can go watch it. But HD is original, and also it sounded cool, so that's why I used it. I just remake Smooth Glide every time, lol. Arcanus UHD, Arcanus 4K. Potato made the Smooth Glide script? No. I actually found it off of some project, and then I optimized it for my own use. Arcanus 180. No, don't give me flashbacks. I know about Trap HD, Scratch Civ. Wait, Trap HD made object show stuff. Yeah, he did. Arcanus HD with letters rearranged as arachnids. Oh no. Oh no. Sorry if you have arachnophobia. Anyways, Smooth Glide. That is what we have so far. I'm thinking maybe for costume 3, we can delay this Smooth Glide, but we can make it come from the same direction. Show 9204, 204, and then you're going to Smooth Glide to maybe 10 because you were already offset a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. So delay maybe about 1 second. If you hide. Okay, maybe 1 second is a bit too much. Also, I forgot to put the show on this end. Maybe like half a second is better. Yeah, that's better. Music choice, right. How am I gonna get music? I'll just... I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna get music. I'll look for some options here. Music. Songs. Do you have any good ones? You want, if bluestem wants to replace the music, she can, but I'm just gonna put some sort of music here. Hey, look at this one. Oh, this is G dash music, jeez. Yeah, sure, I can use that. I think we can put a fade in on that, actually. Ah, dear, this thing is too big for a fade in, is it? Will it even save? Yeah, it will. Okay, I guess we don't need a fade in. It'll do fine. So I guess we put that there. Bluestem, you can change the music of your outro if you want, whenever you want. Download 4K video downloader. It's an application I'll use. I'll leave the website. AKHD on SoundCloud. AK keeps voice cracking. Yeah, I do. I'm practically pubescent. Oh, hey, Bluestem's here, and I'm making an outro for you. How fun. Okay, so I guess we have the bread and butter done for the not the animation, the outro. And now we are going to move on to effects. So I think one effect I'm going to use is probably bubbles. Again, I love bubbles. Instead of, I know a lot of people use, like, you know how, like, they have bubbles streaming, like, from the bottom or sides, and they just keep streaming and streaming. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try lingering bubbles. So I'm just going to make a few circles here. Just to make sure that looks okay. Yeah, that looks fine. I'll make 2 layers of lingering bubbles. This one I want a bit darker, even though I could probably change it with a brightness script or something. And this is probably going to be like behind those bubbles in the front. Here it is. He's making me an outro next. An outro can provide with her. I just followed you. Thanks. See ya. Okay. So FX1, FX2. This is the first bit of FX we do. Also worth noting, we should do effects for maybe the background. In which case, I'm going to make rename this variable. Repurposing, y'all. Set x to 0. Show if costume number is changed by. Then you want to forever change x by 1. Now you wonder how they get those like bobbing movements and like wavy wobbly movements in outros. It's simple, really. They just use trigonometry. So I guess what I want to do here is point in direction this plus maybe a sine function of x. So let's do 90 plus sine of x. Keep in mind that trigonometry in Scratch for some reason is in degrees, which is no bueno, so we actually have to change x by a much higher amount. We can keep it at x changes by 1, but we can multiply x by a certain amount so that we get an increased effect. So let's say like by 8. Yeah, that wibbles my wobble. Actually, I am an SMM. Yes, trigonometry, very simple. Trigger what, Bob? Maybe I should make a project on trigonometry. Nah, who wants to learn during quarantine? Okay. Maybe do a size thing as well. I'm thinking, so how you handle your trigonometric functions is actually kind of important. has to do with like syncing and whatnot. So I think I'm gonna do. Let's try cosine of x. See what happens. Oh dear. How about 100 plus cosine of x? Don't forget your baseline size, y'all. Yeah, that works. Alright. I forgot how to trig lol. I'm thinking maybe we institute some of the same things here. Let's play around with trig a bit. Let's see what happens when you... You know what, I'm gonna make a new one of these. If costume number equals 2, that way I don't have to deal with sprites and stuff. Tan is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Alright, you know what? Tan is a wonderful thing. I'm thinking that's a bit too jumpy, so I'm not gonna add that. Maybe instead I'll just resort to, you know, generic cosine. Except maybe I'll increase the frequency a bit. And maybe I'll do a size as well, except instead of cosine. Let's just see what that looks like. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't care. Okay, fun fact, the reason why SMM exists is because of shower thought. Nice. Really nice. Praise the shower. We were doing the live stream here, then Kempo Viper and I targeting scratch lol. Okay. Really wibbles my wobble. 20 people on stream. Thank you for coming to my stream, y'all. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so we got the wibble wobble for 2 of them. I'm thinking for number 3, we don't have to do that crazy of an effect. I'm thinking maybe glide scripts is fine. No, at that time we're probably smooth gliding, so I'll probably have to use motion separate from that. So maybe like change y by 0.5. We'll do like 20 of those. That'll be it. Change in... What? You're actually not going to there. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So let's say -5. I'll put you here first. Okay. 5. Let's see how this looks. Actually, forever script. Don't forget that, y'all. It does not work. Maybe I'll just do it after the smooth glide. Because apparently AK can't get what he wants. Actually, no, I don't need to deal with that. I don't need to deal with non-smooth shenanigans. I can probably set Y to 0 plus... You know what, it's already inherently set to 0. Okay, reading chat, adios. I may redo my character art tomorrow. See you, Kempo Viper. Oh, there's Perry. Okay. Set Y to... What's the trig function that starts at 0? It's sine. Sine of x times maybe like 7. Sure, it's fast enough, but it's not, the amplitude's not high enough. So I'll just multiply that amplitude by, say, 2.1. Let's be feisty. Okay, so I'm noticing a problem. That's because there's a jump. Because x is not initially set to 0. Therefore, I have to compensate somehow. So maybe like repeat until this equals sine of x this. No. You know what? Or I can just make a separate variable. Sine of timer, simple trig, sine of timer. I might redo my outro. I'm suck at making outros. Try using tan rather than cosine. I don't know. Tan is kind of jumpy. It's better for the hype outros, but I think since this is a more toned down style of outro because of the more toned down style of animation, I think I'm just gonna stick with the sine cosine graphs. I don't know. It's fine, probably. Yeah, I'll probably be fine. I'm running out of life on my phone. By life, I mean Wi-Fi time, because apparently I have Wi-Fi restrictions. Don't mind it. It's probably a thing some people can relate with. Hey, Janklin, legit no one knows what you're saying. You're too smart. I'm sorry for being too intellectually big brain. Do I have to explain like you're 5 years old? Probably. Effects. More effects. Oh, wait, actually, you know what'd be kind of cool? I'll refrain myself from going overboard with the effects. Okay. Take you, clone. Take you, clone. So another thing with outros that you guys should probably keep in mind, this is a personal preference really more than anything, but when you make your outro, you want to like cut straight to the point. You don't really want any build up unless it makes sense in the context of the outro or the project. Because build up means like attention span on Scratch is mostly dependent on the youngster that views it. Like most people on Scratch demographically are like 9 to 12 years old. They don't have a high attention span. When they see an outro, and when more seasoned animators like they get used to watching animations and they just close the project immediately when the outro plays. The thing is that if you make an outro with a build up, the problem is no one's gonna watch the actual part of the outro. And that's what you really want them to watch. So basically, when I make an outro, I want to make sure that people are watching the things that I actually want them to see. I'll probably talk about that more when I talk about like timed outros and outros that don't last forever, but that's a topic for another rainy day. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, visual effects. So if costume equals 4, thinking switch FX1 show. Oh, I forgot it's white. Oh gosh. You know, switch to FX2. That's visible. No, but that doesn't work. You know what? Do this set. Set brightness to 10. Doop. Bop. Okay, there we go. If costume equals 4. Let's make it go in from Y position. So Y equals -109. You don't have to hide. You don't have to delay either. Oh wait, this is a bug. Haha, I'm smart. Do you go to front layer? Sure, you can go to front layer. Smooth glide 0. Speed 5. Set Y to Y is sine. X is cosine, but honestly it doesn't matter. Reading chat. Stop being mean to me. No, I'm 11. Thank you very much. Who's being mean to you, Cubby? I didn't mean to offend anyone with that comment. I was just saying, like, generally lumping together the stereotypes. I haven't learned trig yet, but I know some basics ripping in 9th grade. Yep. I'm learning in school, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Costume number 4. Let's see how this looks. And if costume equals 5, you're probably going to do the same thing. Except you're not going to front layer, you're going back. Let's say 2 layers. And you can probably go up higher. Maybe like Y equals 20. And also you can reduce your amplitude a little bit. So this. Oh dear. No, I don't want you to go backward 2 layers. Okay, you know what? Plus 20. Bang. Trig, y'all. Isn't math so wonderful? So I know she does a lot of parallaxes, so that the reasoning behind like the bubbles and stuff is for the parallax effect. Actually, hold on. 0.8. Let's see how that looks first. I think this front ground object can be amped a bit higher. Maybe like 3. And maybe not sine. Maybe cosine would be more fitting. Yeah, it doesn't jump as much either. And I'm thinking maybe instead of white bubbles, we'll just have like a very slightly off white. That way it doesn't clash with the color scheme here. Well, it still kind of does. You know what? I'm not making that star white. I'm making it the lightest blue you've ever seen. No, that's worse. Oh gosh. Okay. Don't listen to me, y'all. Maybe just to fit with the scheme here, maybe make it a darker purple. No, I feel like that's a bit contradictory. You know what? Final decision, lighter purple. And I'll make the heart maybe darker. You know what would help though? Do this. Light, light. Backwards, dark. That way you can see it better. Maybe if they're facing all in the right direction though. No, that looks weird. Okay, you know what? I'll just do light for you as well. Light, light. Alright, reading chat 321. I was held back 5 years of school. JK, I know what coding is. I'm not dumb. Okay, I'm reading people's conversations. Make it white? Yeah. Or maybe just even an off-white here, as I've done. In fact, maybe make this less bright. There we go. It would help if they lined up, actually, so you know what? Perfectionist AK. Doing what perfectionists do. And extending the stream runtime by like 2 hours for some reason. Okay. I like it. I like it. I feel like the bubbles can actually be a bit transparent. Set ghost. In fact, I think that was what I was going to do. We'll set the closer bubbles to a smaller ghost effect than the back bubbles. And now you can't see the back bubbles. Great. Yep, you can't see them at all. If I set them to the same... Yeah, that helps. Alright. Yeah. I think 1 hour for bluestem's outro. It's solid. In the interest of time, I think I'm gonna move on to the second outro. Outro for at bluestem made on stream. Enjoy. Please feel free to modify some parts if you like. Okay. I will share this and I will I'll let bluestem figure this out. Oh dear, people remixing Scratch Civ stuff. Okay, let's not get sidetracked, y'all. Okay, second outro. And I think I'm gonna make this the last outro, given how much time the last one did. Outro for Kenpo Viper. Okay. Wazo TV joined Fadge's stream 3 weeks ago. We were able to talk with him. Astra was there too. Nito. Reach 100 followers on Scratch. Nice. You're welcome, bluestem. Okay. Astra for Kenpo Viper. Okay. Alright. So, now what are we gonna do is we're gonna make Kenpo an outro. Let me see, actually. Scratch. Unknown Scratcher 1, 2, 3, 4. Unknown Scratcher 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I know what his projects are mostly like, but just in case, I'm just going to watch one. Melon Waves. Oh dear. Pumpkin Skin Clown. I think their remixes are popular. Let's find actual animation. Ring pops in animation. That's a sick outro, actually. Okay, I have a pretty good idea of what I'm gonna do. Alright, first of all, I gotta get right music choice. This is gonna take us way back to the olden days. Okay, poll. Should I use Caramel Dancin' or dubstep My Hope Will Never Die? You know what? I'm gonna use Caramel Dancin'. It seems appropriate. Caramel Dancin'. Oh, I gotta cut it. To make sure it's at the right part. This is a bop, y'all. Okay, I gotta cut it. Actually, that could be a good build-up. This thing slaps! Oh my gosh. It's been such a long time since I listened to Caramel Dancin'. Okay. Oh, you can't hear it. Shoot. Oh. No. Why can't desktop audio be captured? Hold on. Properties. Can you guys hear it now? Oh my gosh, this thing slaps. Alright. So, reason why I picked this song... Oh, you guys can hear... Oh dear, why didn't I figure this out early? Okay, so the reason why I picked this song out of all songs is because, you know, Unknown Scratcher's that kind of hype animator person, makes funny animations. I think it's fitting to have a hype outro. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna make a background. Oh dear, if you're epileptic, you might want to look away because this outro is gonna get crazy. Okay. Mr. Bellin is green, therefore his backdrop will be green. Actually, no, that makes no sense. We should use contrasting colors. No, that also makes no sense. So, you know what? I'm just gonna make it a gray. For now. Then maybe a checkerboard pattern? Sure, that could work. I'll just make a checkerboard pattern. Boop. Get rid of you. Okay. Copy, group, copy, paste. Copy, paste. And I'm gonna make a diagonal checkerboard pattern. Control C, Control V. Flip vertical. Okay, Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. Beauty of the vector editor, y'all. Actually, move you up, move you side. By the way, fun life hack, you can use your arrow keys to actually move stuff in the vector editor. Okay, checkerboard pattern, we are going to diagonal you, and also we are going to shrink you so that if we ever change your size, you won't start complaining. Actually, no, we won't bother with size here. Nah, do we? No, we do want to bother with size. So, you know what? Instead of making you rotate in the sprite editor, I'm going to make you rotate in the code. Also, I recognize there are some white spots I will fix. White spots, mostly, for the most part, fixed. Scratchcraft Death Compilation. Tazzle made that, you should probably check it out. Still makes no sense, I just lost my ears to that song. Oh, is it too loud? Maybe I should decrease the desktop audio mute. Alright, let's see. Yeah, the EQ looks like it's doing fine, so I guess that's a good volume. Caramel Dunson. Very nice. Okay, so I have a pretty clear idea of what I'm going to do for this outro. Before I do anything, gradient. Hadoop. You. And actually not make you pure black, but instead I'll make you an off gray. Yeah, that looks cool. Alright, say A if you're still in the stream. Oh yeah. 0, 0. Hide. Point direction 90. Set size to 100. Yep. Work. Center it. Never. Switch costume 1. And now we are going to broadcast outro. And this, my friends, is where the fun begins. Outro. Nobody's saying A. I need those A's in chat. Oh wait, people are saying A. My phone is very delayed for some reason. White spots. If you hold Alt while making it bigger or smaller, it centers. Oh! Does it? That's... Oh! Ah! Huh! Huh. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. That is very, very neat. That is very, very neat. Thank you for sharing with me that little tidbit of information. Alright, I'm going to put this on Alt-Tab. just so I can rapid switch between them. When I receive outro, switch costume, costume 1. Create clone of myself. Oh, don't forget, caramel dance. My head is bopping to this right now, y'all. You guys won't believe how good this sounds. Oh, but you can hear me, duh. Dwee. Okay, when I start as a clone, go to 0, 0. Show, well, if equals costume 1. Okay, so this is where build-up is appropriate because the build-up is actually very short and brief. And I think it allows for more opportunity to show off some effects and effects playing around and whatnot. So go to 0, 0. Show. Alright, I'm gonna set your size to as low as possible. What is your size? I don't actually know. Switch. Set size to, what is this size? Size 1, okay. I'm blind, I'm sorry. Set size to 1%. Now we are going to do what's called a gamer move. See this smooth glide sprite? Yes, we don't have to make it a smooth glide sprite. That's right. We can make it a smooth size. You want tongue twisters, you figure. And then you could just rename your parameters to whatever you want. And then speed. Okay. You can take this. Change size. Or change size to this. Set size to this. Make sure you're not at X position. You're at size. Size. Checking chat. I was a for a bit. Bop. We should stream ourselves watching the stream. You could do that. Does anyone here have a Discord? I don't want to give out my Discord necessarily. But if you find it, you find it. Yeah, okay, so let's see how this goes. Oh, right, I haven't put the block in. Smooth size. Oh, before I forget, I'm gonna save this to my backpack because I probably will need it at some point. Let's set your speed to 8. So, one thing I have to note, actually. I'm going to add a comment to Kenpo. This outro actually is a continuation style of outro. Meaning that after the animation is done, the outro plays above the sprites. So, think of it like, what I mean here is like, say you're finished making an animation, and then you broadcast your outro pops up as if it was coming out from the animation. It doesn't like jump cut to the outro. Some examples of people with this style of outro are Potato Animator. I feel like he could make use of that continuation aspect of the outro much better if he didn't use, you know how he always has like the beep beep sound effect, visual effect in his animations. I feel like if he didn't use that as much, although I know it's a recurring joke in all of his projects, but I feel like if he doesn't use that as much, he can make much better use of that continuation aspect. So I'll just leave that note there. That is not what I wanted to alt-tab to. Kenpo is on right now. Oh yeah, that's cool. Alright, bye Cubby. Hope you had a good stream. Still 16 viewers. We are pretty consistent in the viewer count. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. Oh yeah. No, I'm not gonna do that. We're making outros for crying out loud. So yeah, this plays after the animation. How long does that take? Actually, I'm gonna take a snippet of this. And I'm going to make a new sound. Okay. I'm gonna take this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Control C, 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 C. Control A, Control V. 1.17? Really? Okay. I will use 1 second. Does that make sense? Subscriber, sub die. Potato animator. And then what I want to do is I want to make these color transitions. So for now I'll just use red. I'll copy paste. Make this a deeper color. Oh dear. Is Scratch doing that? No, it's not. Okay, never mind. I thought Scratch was doing that copy glitch where it copies a bunch of your stuff for some reason. Okay, your center is going to be here, even though it actually doesn't really matter where your center is. But we'll put it here just for simplicity's sake. Because I like putting sprites at 0, 0, not gonna lie. I much prefer if they were all at 0, 0 instead of, I don't know, 33, negative 57? You tell me. Okay. I'll do repeat 3 times with a 0. Let's put it at 0.2 for now. That seems short enough. Switch costume 2. And I'll make 3 clones of you. If costume equals 2. Now another aspect of this outro is that it's not going to be completely the same every time you play it, because I'm going to add a color, set color to effect, to a random number between pick random 0 and 199. Just to make sure color effect doesn't go all the way to 100, but it goes all the way to 200. Okay. Excellent. Alright. Alright. Then Y for 11. Go to there, and you know what's coming next. The smooth glide. Oh yeah. And you're gonna smooth glide to 0. Oh, not smooth size, smooth glide. You're gonna smooth glide to 0, 0. Speed of quick. That's a bit quick. It's a bit too quick. In fact, I don't think you need to go to 0. I don't think you need to go to 0, 0 per se. Unless I made you go here. That might work. Yeah, that could work. Alright, reading comments. Potato Animator, do you have a Discord? Okay, what was the context of this? Does anyone hear of it? Okay. Username, see you guys. Remember, join Scratch Civ. Oh yeah. Definitely. Okay, what is this context? Probably that comment. I don't know. I like when it's green. Okay, so maybe if we're gonna follow Kempo's instruction, maybe we do this instead. So we make you green. Let's make you color 35. Let's try to match that. Okay, color 35. So I guess this is going to be consistent then. Set brightness to... You know what, I can do this on the main thing. So why not we clear graphic effects. And we set brightness to this, and then we change, not brightness to 200, we set brightness to -50. Clear afterwards, but we can change brightness effect by 50. I feel like 50 is too much though, so maybe like 30. So -30. That could work. Maybe 40. Oh yeah. All right. And then we wait another 0.2 seconds because we're at the this is basically the tempo. I guess we'll make another costume that's just white. I should also get in the habit of renaming all my stuff. Make sure these clones are getting deleted. Maybe make them go faster. Switch costume to white screen. Create clone of myself. And if costume equals 3, I'm going to get 0, 0. You're going to go to front. And you know, other clones are going to be made, so I've got to make sure this stays at the front at tick speed. So I'm going to say repeat 30, go to front. And that serves as like a wait block and while it's waiting for any further action, it's staying at the front layer. Realistically, I probably only need 3, but it doubles as a wait block, so whatever. Maybe not 30 though, maybe 20. And then repeat 20, change, not brightness, change ghost by -5. Or change ghost by 5 rather. And then you delete yourself. You have served your purpose. Farewell. Hey, Tazzle, welcome to the stream. Streaming the Trash Saga 3.0. That was a fun day. How's BMB? Not a mod. Is BMB on here? I didn't see him. I did not see him. Oh, whatever. I have enough mods that I don't really care. Alright. Okay, the flash is correctly placed. And now we wait. And now we set up some more trigonometry. Yay! X. Set X to 0. Change X by 1. Because wibble wobbles always make an outro look better. Wibbly wobbly. Let's do, since this is a more hype outro, I can go more crazier with the trig function. So let's say like, I think the background should still say like pretty solid as a foundation. Sine of X multiplied by, let's say multiplied by 6. No, that seems, maybe multiplied by 15. Go big or go home. It kind of syncs with the music too. Yeah, we can do some size shenanigans too. Why don't we? But let's try something different. We're gonna offset the size frequency. Oh dear, no. No, that's not what I wanted to do. 100. Plus this, you play. Yeah. Okay, read comments. Alright. Don't be afraid to ask some questions, y'all. I am all ears. Although I might have to switch to a different tab just to view your comments. But that's alright. My phone does not have Wi-Fi at the moment. So I can't check on the fly. Alright. And now we gotta come up with all the crazy effects that we're gonna give this thing. I think another thing we can also add is to set brightness to a sign of cosine. Let's say cosine x times, I don't know. Let's say 8. Yeah. Plus 8. Yes? No, let's make it 10. Because we are adventurous. I feel like it's not drastic enough, so we are going to make it 20. That's good enough. Alright. Let's make one of those frame things as well. So 50. Oops. You. Are you centered? No. Now you're uncentered. Okay. Switch costume white screen, switch costume to FX1, create clone. If costume number equals 4. I feel like we can go crazy with the size on this one. Thinking forever. Let's do x times 30. Now that's a bit fast. Let's do x times 18. How about you? Set size to 100 plus sine of that multiplied by 2.5. This changes amplitude. That works. Alright, now we gotta get that Mr. Melon decal, but first of all, I'm gonna read comments. Hazel hit them triple digits? Oh yeah. Woohoo. Bop. It's not a time matter of something you gotta talk about. 100 subs is pretty neat. I'm gonna take your time, literally not even halfway type my part. I mean... Oh, Boy McBoy is on the stream. No way. 13 concurrent viewers. Nice. Okay. How am I gonna get Mr. Malin? I think I'm just gonna rip it from his outro. Watermelon, rock melon, prison melon, coconut melon. Great. Who does that? I have a lot of junk in my backpack I need to get rid of. Malone. And I think I will add some text to that as well, although I have to make it white. So I'm gonna gray back first. Gray back first, and I gotta come up with a font. Let's say... How about this? You see this, boy McBoy? This is better than conventional cool text. This is effort. Making your own font is not an easy task, but once you make it, it is well worth the time and effort being put into it. You see this, kids? This is the letter U, stylized in a way that suits your needs. And, dare I say, the future rests in the hands of graphic designers that can develop fonts that aren't cool text generic fonts. I say, what a remarkable day in history. I'm sorry, I had to get my announcer voice somehow. Unknown Scratcher. So, I don't know why, but I always call unknown UK 1234 instead of US 1234. And I feel like that's a bit of a problem. Like reading comments. Head out for 20 minutes. LMAO, I'd see ya, adios, Undertale, skipping ahead. Well, was that the real boy McBoy? Autographs later, please. Oh, you guys are funny. Alright. I'm thinking maybe like make a backward Z for this. This text reminds me of Fortnite font, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay, now I'm on to the numerals. You want to embrace the font wackiness. 2. US 1, 2, 3. That is not 3, that is E. There we go. Oh boy. I feel like half of the dumb things I say are gonna get written down in someone's notebook and just gonna be whipped out as like quotes. And I'm never gonna know about it unless they come out and say it directly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, after I'm done with the 4, I will read comments, because that's what streamers do, right? Maybe I should stream on weekends. I have all the Wi-Fi on weekends. Then again, I don't have time on the weekends. I'm very busy. Skipping ahead, I keep seeing UK. Yeah, you want to say UK when you say Unknown Scratcher. AK self-promoting his art for 30 seconds. Imagine not having a second bruh. I'm not rich enough for a second monitor. Also, my time here is messed up for some reason. I can't be bothered to fix it. Anyway, that's besides the point. I don't know how I got from second monitor to system time, but bear with me, folks. Switch costume to melon. That's how I'm gonna pronounce melon from now on. Melon. Melon. Okay, size. Size can be whatever. 14. Amplitude of 4. But what I'm really after is the turning. Oh boy. Now we are going to use tangent because we are crazy people. tangent of x multiplied by 2. We're gonna, no, 3. We're gonna increase the period by this much. And we're gonna increase the amplitude by, I don't know, maybe this much. No, maybe this much. Let's see how crazy this gets. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to add 90. 90. Not 920, 90. I feel like that frequency could be better. 7. And I feel like we can do something cool. Set point and direction 91. Repeat until direction is greater than, or 98. Or not 98, 79. No, not 79, 89. Jeez, I can't think, guys. Repeat until direction is greater than 90? No. No, this should stay as 90. This should go less than 90. Repeat until direction. Oh dear, no. Less than 90. We're getting crazy, y'all. Repeat until direction. If this doesn't work, then I'm going back to what I had, but you know, this could be cool. This could be cool looking. Wait. Before I do anything. Oh dear, no. Forever block. And it just doesn't do anything. Okay, you know what? Forget I said anything. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna add to this effects thing. And I'm just gonna, all I'm gonna add are this and that. Gradient, clear. Send you to the back so that the white still pops out. Flip goal. Alright, I'm gonna read chat because people are probably screaming at me for not reading chat. Imagine not, okay, AK says, hi, I just sold an old one from my basement, HVAC works. Yeah, maybe I could steal a monitor. I don't know, man. Yeah, cool, now we have vertical gradient thingamabobber. And it looks good. Okay, now we get into the other effects. FX2. And we're just gonna make little heart. Now, this is an exception to the rule where I said you had to stick to a color palette. If you're going crazy with everything, you might as well just, like, you know. Group. And actually, I have a cool idea for this. I'm going to convert this to bitmap. Oh, now it's going to look great. You know what? Never mind. I'm just going to select all of you. I'm going to make a gradient for this. I'll explain it. And then I'm going to make a star. About the same size. How big is this? Yeah, it's not too big. It's good enough. Star. You know what? Maybe it'll help if I did this first. Yeah, make the pentagon first. Then make the star. Or, you know, just get a star image from the web. It says 8:30 on my monitor, but I know it's actually 9:30, so I don't know why my system settings are messed up, and I can't be bothered to fix it. At least right now. Alright, reading chat in 3, 2, 1. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. That's a decent enough star. I could probably use that. Make it a bit bigger. Delete, delete, delete. A bit easier to gradient. I can make you whatever color and then make you this. Okay. Now for FX3 or 4, or not FX3 or 2 or 3. It's 2 or 3. If costume number equals 6 or costume number equals 7, then okay, I can't use the X variable for this one because it will look messed up. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a gamer move. I'm going to show set Y to -9, 79, go to X, 0, Y, -179, repeat until this Y position is less than -179, and then I'm going to set up a jump. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now that I think about it, this is going to be a bit harder than I thought. Okay, repeat until Y position is greater than, let's say, I'll make a duplicate. Y position is greater than, let's say, let's say greater than -10. And we are going to change change Y position by absolute value of Y position divided by 2.5. Let's say that. And then repeat change Y by Y position over 2.5. Okay. Forever switch costume to FX2. Create clone of myself. Switch costume to FX3. Create clone of myself. And don't forget to delete. And actually, I kind of want to randomize direction spinning. If equals 1, greater than 1 to 2 equals 1. I'll just duplicate, put you here, then put 1, 1, -1, 1. Okay, let's see how this works. Oh dear. Go to X, pick random -200 to 200. 241. -240 to 240. Reading comments in 3, 2, 1. Appel back. AK, I need suggestions what to do for 100 subs. Good luck. I don't know. I can't think right now. Yes, it works. Oh yeah. Put you there. Okay, and then the other thing I wanted to do was change color by, let's say, 3. And let's say -3 and -3 for this one. -3, -3, +3, +3. Okay. Oh dear. You know what? Instead of you going to front layer, I think I'm going to have you go backwards 1 layer. Go backwards 2 layers. Oh, I just killed the entire script. There you go. Now everything's honky-dory. And I think there should be projectile motion, X projectile motion, so I'm gonna change X by 1.5. Change X by -1.5. Okay. We do that for you. We do that for you. Do that for you, do that for you. See how this works. It's not big enough. Let's do 3, 3, -3, -3. That's a bit better. Alright. I think -10 is a bit high, so let's do -40. As our top threshold. And I think they're moving a bit fast, so let's increase the division by a large amount. Alright, reading comments in 3, 2, 1. QWERTY back, no more math schools out. Looks kind of like Dilly's outro with the spinning. Yeah, that's the whole idea, just to make a hype outro. Let's actually increase the division by this much. And let's actually increase the turning by a lot. 6, 6, -6, -6. It's not turning enough. How about 16? 16, -16, -16. Divide by 8. How about -40? Yeah, -40. That way we don't get that, like, weird transition. -40. -40. And then this should be maybe +40? We'll see. +40. And +40. Any comments? Wait, what live chat has emojis? Yep. Oh my gosh! Nope, 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 nope. Not +40. I think Y position just works fine actually because it's already at 40. Yay! Particle physics. Oh dear, some things aren't working right. Oh dear. Nothing's working for me today. How about 20? Nope. How about 10? Nope. You know what? I think I know why. Is that as it's approaching that area, I think it's... alright, fine. And I'm thinking maybe this can be a different color so that it doesn't fight with the white color that I made. Actually, no, I can make these different colors. I'd rather make these different colors, actually. Maybe not that color. That would contrast not well. Maybe make them brighter. I think we can change the color by a lot more. Actually, I have a better idea. Do this. -8. Oops. If we do negatives, then I can set the particles at the top and they'll also fall inwards and then back. Set y to -179. So let's say y position, set x to this, pick random, set y to this, and then we can set y to 179. Repeat until y position is greater than I feel like -40 wouldn't work. You know what? Forget it. This will still work though. Yeah, that'll still work. Okay. I've made UK gosh darn it, UK? United Kingdom 1, 2, 3, 4. I have finally made Kempo Viper's outro. Reading comments. Hi Barry K. Hi K. I've returned. Love how you use Carmel the Girl Weeb music for It's a hype out. It's supposed to be a hype outro. Oh, that reminds me. There's not enough hype because there's no shaking. There's no random shaking. We need to fix that. Go to X. Pick random. -5, let's say, to 5. Okay, that's a bit too much. Too much shake. 3 to 3. 3 to 3. Now it looks like he's unstable. Alright, maybe not that. Maybe this instead. Yeah, that looks a lot more stable. And might as well change direction as well. Oh yeah! Alright, that's a bit too much in the directions though, so. Alright, that's gonna do it for Kenpo. Outro made for unknown scratcher. I know how to spell, y'all. I'm not having a stroke. On stream. Please feel free to change whatever you want in the outro. Enjoy. And this is gonna get shared. Okay, so we have made 2 outros. One for bluestem. Simple, pleasing aesthetic, and then one for Kenpo, which is just crazy. Oh yeah. I think we've done some good accomplishments today. I'm not sure how you guys think. Oh jeez, I'm getting scratch sieve messages. Arc art, more like arc alt. Oh yeah. True. I don't know why I haven't unblocked my arc alt account yet, but I don't feel like it. Arc art is good enough. So yeah, thanks for watching my stream. Hopefully I can do similar stuff in the future. Maybe I'll cover intros for one. I know I said intros and outros on the thumbnail, but I never got an intro request, and I only had time for 2 things today, so oh well. Ching comments for one last time. The kid who voice acted my project, scratchers saying hi in their own way. Yeah. So unstable though. Yep. Okay. So, yeah, thanks for joining me in my stream. Hopefully I can get to some more stuff like this. I will be streaming every Thursday at 8 o'clock. Time of the stream is variable in length. I'll let you guys know if I stream any other day besides Thursday. Until then, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.